else I know. Let's find out which Hermitcraft member will inspire today's build. We've already done Impulse, Scar, Grian, and Gemini Tay. Alright, we got the wheel up. Let's give it a spin and see who we get today. Looks like it's going to be JoeHills. I will say that I do not watch JoeHills regularly from the Hermitcraft members, but what I do know and think about whenever I do hear JoeHills' name is castles. Now, we already did a small sort of castle for Scar, so I think we need to go a little bit bigger for JoeHills. And I think that this area over here is going to be perfect. I just need to flatten it out a little bit and clear out some of this debris. And I can't forget the animals. Bye-bye, sheep. So to start off this build, I want to try the cobblestone lava towers that I've seen all over the internet. So basically what I've done is I've built two identical towers that are going to be the front parts of the castle. And then we're just going to take one single lava bucket and place it on top. But before we do that, we're going to put a temporary block here because water is going to go on top of there. So we're going to do lava right there, and we'll do lava on this side as well. And then we just let it flow down all the way until it gets to the ground. And then we're going to place water on top, and it's going to turn all of this into cobblestone. Right now it kind of looks like a popsicle, and now I kind of want a popsicle. Okay, now that our lava towers look like something out of Lord of the Rings, we're gonna go ahead and take our water buckets and place them on top, which should then turn everything into cobblestone going down. And then we just have to replace the water, get rid of it, and then we have some pre-made towers made of cobblestone. And then we take out the water. All right, and there we go. Two identical towers that we will then spruce up a little bit and maybe do a little terraforming around the outside. Okay, I've gone ahead and laid out a very simple kind of framework that we're going to build the walls of this castle. I'm actually going to take these walls and extend them on both sides of these towers, and I might do some more towers in the back. I'm not sure. We're going to focus on just this front half first before I do anything major. So for the walls, this is kind of the design that I'm going with. It's kind of been built up and redone over time, so it's got a little bit of a ruined build. So we're going to take this idea and build it all the way over here until we get to the center gate, which is going to be more of a portcullis kind of style. I believe that's the correct castle term, and then we can work on editing these towers as we go. Okay, the walls are in up front. Let's edit the towers a little bit and then work on the portcullis. We went ahead and made the portcullis and just did a little bit of a simple kind of design out front, keeping with the medieval style that we're going with. We have all four towers in place using the lava method that we used on these first two. The outline of the basic wall is in place. We're just going to copy this front wall on the other three without the portcullis in the center. Then we're going to move on to the main castle base in the center with some farms and stuff along the outside. So I'm going to jump ahead to that, and I'll see you guys in a second. Skip. So you can see I started using a little bit of world edit to make this stone platform here in the center, and this is going to be the base of where we build our small castle base for this build. Okay, we have the basic framework in, and I did a little bit of work on the roofs because I wanted to see how mangrove would look with this build, and I am really excited. I think we're going to go ahead and finish this on up, do the main build, and just do a bunch of decorations along with the inside walls as well. And after a little bit of polishing, JoeHills' castle is done. I wanted to state again that I do not watch JoeHills a whole lot. I watched a little bit of him in season 8, and that is what inspired this castle. But what I do know about JoeHills is that he loves his friends and he loves helping out the other hermits. So to dedicate to Hermits Helping Hermits that he helps start in the Hermitcraft series, we have the tower right here of the build that has HHH, which means Hermits Helping Hermits. If we go on inside the build, we come into a little kind of workshop area that I like to believe that Joe has open to everybody if they need a stone cutter, cauldron, grindstone, anything to kind of get them going. He's willing to let them use it. But also in the Hermit's Helping Hermits Tower, we've got all of this storage here that says feel free to take what you need. It's just open if anyone needs anything, whether it's missing armor or weapons, it's there and available. And to go along with Joe's plan in season 7 of swearing off diamonds, he's collected them all up here for people to take. And I think this is a great show of how much Joe loves the other hermits and he's willing to help by just giving away his diamonds. He doesn't need them, he doesn't want them. You're free to take what you want. And much with like the other hermit bases, we've got a little bit of a storage slash kind of smelting area. And if we go up this ladder right here, it takes us to a small enchanting area as well. I couldn't build a base without having an enchantment area. It never feels right. And to go along with what else I've seen from JoeHills, I included a little flower stand, just kind of a callback to season 8, which is most of what I have seen of JoeHills' content. I've watched a little bit now of season 9. He just seems like a really nice dude. I also wanted to include the @ symbol that I see on his skin, which I believe his skin is just Steve with the @ symbol on it, and I wanted to include that on the wall back here just as a call out to him. And I see some of the mobs are escaping, and I'm sure it's because of those blocks right there. The castle theme also fits Joe because he has shown that he is a giant fan of Dungeons and Dragons, and medieval style is right up that alley. YouTube thinks you guys will like these videos, so go ahead and click on one of those if you want to see more of my content, and don't forget to check the links to social media in the description down below. I'm gonna get on out of here. If you guys want to see any more Hermitcraft style bases, make sure you click one of the playlists that pops up or subscribe to see more. But I'll see you guys in the next one. Always remember, the most important thing is to be odd and wash your hands. Peace, guys.